Hello, it's Steve here, and this is another episode of Between the Brews at CRU. Today I'm here with Matt to talk about what CRU is and a little bit more information. And for everybody maybe has not been there yet, this will provide some more insights. And Matt, I'd just like to thank you for being here and maybe jump into a little bit about CRU. How'd you come up with that?
Hey Steve, so thanks for having me on here. So my name is Matt Podrasky. I'm one of the organizers of the Church for the Rest of Us and one of the founders of it. So a little bit about me. I was an atheist for most of my life, and I didn't like Christians. I didn't like God. I didn't like Jesus. I didn't like any of this stuff. And I came to know Jesus when I was about 25. And I went to big box churches and stuff and just never really felt like I fit in there. So I was looking to have something that was something that I could fit into and that pretty much anybody could belong to and feel like they were welcome there.
Well, that's great, and I know people are really going to enjoy this, and CRU stands for Church for the Rest of Us. Matt, how would you describe this to somebody who may have never even heard of this before? It's kind of a new version of an alternative to a conventional style church. We meet in a brewery and everything, but how could you describe this to someone?
Sure. So the biggest difference between us and most churches is we don't meet in a traditional church building. We meet at a brewery, and really the reason is there are a lot of people that are interested in God and are interested in a relationship with Jesus, but just don't want to go to a traditional church facility to do that sort of thing. So the brewery is a really warm and welcoming place, and it's kind of the cultural mixing pot of our culture. So I figured this was the best place to go, is to go to where people where people are at, and really the goal with this is to just be different than what people expect, and kind of be different than what the stereotypes are of people who are quote unquote church people.
Okay, and when you think of this Church for the Rest of Us idea and how it can become bigger and better, or go to different locations, or what the future is for this, what would be some of the goals of CRU and kind of what it's designed to do, or how it can help people?
Sure. Well, really the main goal with this is I really want people to understand that God likes them and that God is for them. Really, God wants to have a relationship with all of us, and really that's one of the core things that we try to establish at CRU. And really, it's a life-changing thing to know that there's a God that's for you, that wants to know you and wants to have a relationship with you.
Matt, I really appreciate you sharing this information and with everybody listening about the Church for the Rest of Us. And this is a good time to just talk about it a little bit and kind of go over some of the basic information, what we do. And for all those listening, the next service for Church for the Rest of Us will be at Scotty's Beer Works in Cape Coral on January 23rd at 12 p.m. You feel free to come on down if you're new, or if you're already visiting. We can't wait to see you and have a beer. And we just appreciate everyone for listening today. So on that note, we just say we hope to see you there at the next service. And cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.